This is an exercise that I like to call a band lockout. It's also been called a Pallof Press, I assume named after the person who invented it. But band lockout, I think, is a little bit more descriptive of what you're actually doing here. So I have this band mounted to my rack at shoulder height. You do this with a cable as well if you have an adjustable cable stack. I like the band more personally because of the more adjustability of the tension just by moving rather than having to play with the pin. But again, personal preference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand a couple feet out from that rack so that there's some tension on this band here. And just hold it in both hands, however you want. It's right against your chest. I'm standing perpendicular to the direction of that band whenever my arms are straight out. So I guess I should say that. When I start, I'm behind perpendicular. So this angle here, if the rack is coming straight out this way, I'm behind that with the band. And what I'm going to do is standing up nice and tall, I press that band straight out in front of me so that now it makes it about a 90-degree angle between my arms and the band. And now there's a multitude of ways that you can do this as far as reps and sets. You could hold out for a few seconds, bring it back in to take that tension off, get a break, press out, hold tight for a few seconds, maybe 3 to 5, bring it in, take a break. You could just do a long-term hold, right? 15 to 30 seconds is about how long I like to do. And what we're doing here when I'm holding is that band's obviously trying to rotate me back this way. I'm holding that tension. I'm rotating out away from that rack or that point of origin of the band. You can feel whenever I do this, my core is locked in right here, super tight, trying to rotate me out. So those are two stationary versions. I call this one a band walkout, where I might start in close to the rack, not a whole lot of tension here, and I'm going to take steps, 1, 2, 3, adding more tension each time, obviously, and then walking back into where I started. So I'm normally doing 3 steps on this just because you only have so much room, as far as how long that band can stretch. Plus, after 3 steps, they get pretty freaking challenging. And so that is a band walkout. Obviously, you guys are going to do this on both sides, right? So I did it facing that way. I might turn around, do the same thing here. I hold out here for 3 seconds, or I'm holding out, maintaining that for 15, 30 seconds, or I'm doing my step out, out, in. If you guys do the walkout, always lead with the foot on the side that you're moving. Right? So if I'm on my steps out, I'm always leading outside foot. Because obviously, let's say I'm going this way now, this doesn't do anything, right? It seems obvious, but I've seen people mess it up before. So I'm just telling you guys so you don't look silly later. That is a Pallof Press / a band walkout / a band lockout. Enjoy.